Hi there and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. I'm Byron. In the last video we killed Caesar. We have his armor now. That's what it looks like. So the Legion should have a few problems now. Nothing to worry about for us though. So let's see Colonel Moore at Hoover Dam. Oh. I don't really know why would you want to send me to the 4? I never was at the Legatus camp. Anyway, let's go to the ranger station and from there we will hoof it.
Looks like we booted the Legion out of Nelson. Goddamn time.
Okay. Let's pick something with more range. Hoover Dam, it says. That's where we are headed. Still doing a few quests for the Republic. Oh yeah, the Hoover Dam, I see. Because I think they overlap a bit with the quests for Yes Man. So maybe we can shoot two birds with one stone. Oh yeah, that's Hoover Dam.
Smart move for the Kings to back down. They didn't know who they were messing with.
Come on. Unlock the bloody thing. Oh. I have to get in to actually unlock it. Okay. Elevator to, yeah, Hoover Dam Power Plant 1. That seems to be it. I don't remember exactly which way. I'm already idolized, so that's good. I'm assuming it's here somewhere. Yes, I seem to remember that. And now to the right.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish
There's Moore.
Good, you made it. I've been receiving reports about the savior of the NCR for a while now and wanted to meet you myself. You've proven yourself especially capable. And right now, I can use all the capable people I can get. Crocker gets handed the fluff missions that no one else wants to do. When people need something really important done, they come to me. Usually I dispatch one or more rangers to see these things through, but I'm a little short-handed at the moment. Think you're up for a real mission?
Yes, ma'am.
Since the majority of my men are on assignment dealing with the Legion, I need someone to handle other matters that have arisen. Make no mistake, there's a battle coming, and I intend to make sure there are no loose ends when the time comes. One such loose end is a gang known as the Great Khans. Have you heard of them?
You could have said we've had dealings.
Then I don't need to tell you that they can be a pain in the ass. The NCR has a rather sordid history with them, and I'm concerned that we'll find them aiding our enemies when the Legion attack comes. That is, unless we get to them first. I want you to visit them in their canyons to the far west and make sure they're in no shape to join the Legion. They're just another gang of raiders as far as I'm concerned, so deal with them appropriately. Any questions?
What if I can convince them not to join the Legion?
Don't fool yourself. I've dealt with enough of these gangs to know that they can't be trusted. Was there anything else?
What if I find they're committed to joining Caesar?
Then you'll need to make sure none of them are left to do so. Any other questions?
Will I have any NCR support in this?
I can't lend you any troops, but I've already sent word to Quartermaster Barden that you're to be given full access to our hardware. You'll have to pay for what you take, however. We can't afford to give away equipment. Did you have any other questions?
What good is that then? No further questions, ma'am.
Good. I look forward to hearing of your progress. Dismissed.
Okay, so the thing is, if you actually get on their good side, it might screw up things with the NCR. Let's see, there was a... I don't know, when last time I played this, I did a few quests for them, and then the NCR hated me and sent militia after me. Not the best. But maybe I overdid it. Oh great, the game crashed. Well, we didn't have a crash in quite some time. Maybe it's because I'm carrying too much shit. Let's go to Good Springs and get rid of some things. Okay, I will pause the video while I reorganize my stuff. So hold on for a moment. Okay, so I have organized my stuff. I don't have that many items in my inventory anymore, so the hope is that the game won't crash when I fast travel now. I don't really know for sure whether it's inventory related, but it may be. I have seen some signs pointing into that direction.
Mr. House isn't a man to be trusted. Watch yourself.
What do you know about Mr. House? So, who do we have here? Great Khan, and nobody. Another Great Khan. So, we want mainly Carl's journal. I also take that. And that. And that. And the shotgun.
Truder Kaiser.
Whatever. So, let's take a look at what we found. This journal consists of detailed records and observations from Karl's time with the Great Khans. Many of the entries go into great detail about his opinion of their savage, barbarous customs, and at several points he waxes philosophic about how it's very likely that Caesar's legion will have to execute a lot of them. Okay. Where is... oh, this is locked. Fine, we wait. That's not the wait button.
Diane's going nuts.
That's the wait button. It's 7 AM. Let's wait for 2 hours. Okay.
You should have been with us in our glory days.
This is
You're
Regis. Let's wait for another hour. When does the big boss of the Khan get up? Karl? Fine. Let's wait for another hour. And there's the big head honcho. Papa Khan.
So the cub enters the wolf's den. What do you want, cub?
Who are you?
You march all the way out to Red Rock Canyon, enter my home as bold as you please, and you have no idea who I am? You've got guts, I'll give you that. Well then, let me educate you. I am the chief of the Great Khans. The Khan of Khans, if you like. This is my tribe, and these are my people.
Can you tell me about your people?
You want to hear the story of the Great Khans? It's a long one, full of honor, glory, and betrayal. We have suffered, but we will regain our glory.
Maybe you could give me the short version.
In a hurry, are you? Very well, then. The great Khans came east, out of the NCR 14 years ago. We ruled the wastes then, and called no man master. But we underestimated the families of the Strip, and they drove us back to Bitter Springs, where we remained until the NCR arrived and drove us here.
How did the three families defeat you?
They allied with Mr. House, the self-proclaimed master of New Vegas. He supported them with the resources of New Vegas. Weapons, technology, caps. They were better equipped, and we could not stand against them.
What happened at Bitter Springs?
When the NCR came to the Mojave, we thought they would be easy pickings. We raided their caravans, their towns, their camps. They couldn't stop us. At least that's what we thought. They tracked us to Bitter Springs and surrounded us. When our children, our sick and old, fled through a nearby pass, the NCR gunned them down.
That's horrible.
It's because of that we have sworn to take revenge on the NCR. With our new allies in Caesar's Legion, we will crush them.
Actually, it's not Caesar's Legion anymore. It's just a Legion now. On second thought, let's talk about something else.
Typical. No reference for history in the younger generations.
I have come to ask the Great Khans to break their alliance with Caesar's Legion.
Have you now? Well, you're a bold one, I'll give you that. But why should I do this for you?
Do you really think Caesar is going to restore your tribe to glory? You'll be made slaves.
Ha! The great Khans will not be slaves. Caesar himself has promised us the land from here to the Colorado and the freedom to raid as we see fit. I won't hear any more talk against Caesar or his alliance. The great Khans will answer Caesar's call to war, and the NCR will pay for their crimes.
Goodbye.
Farewell.
So, okay. The thing is, Caesar isn't going to call.
I heard you try to convince Papa Khan not to join with Caesar's Legion. I'd like to talk to you about that for a moment.
Who are you?
Name's Regis. I'm Papa's second-in-command. You might say I share your concern about Caesar. You want to convince Papa not to ally with Caesar, right? Trust me, you'll get nowhere just talking to him about it. He's fixated on restoring the glory of the great Khans, and he sees Caesar as the path to that restoration.
So what do I do?
Papa can be a stubborn man, but he's not a tyrant. He listens to his tribe, and to 4 voices in particular. Me, Jack, Diane, and Melissa. If you can convince all of us that allying with Caesar is a bad idea, you might be able to sway him.
Aren't you convinced already if we're having this conversation?
I have my doubts about Caesar, yes, but I won't publicly go against Papa Khan based on nothing more than doubts. I've heard rumors that tribes who aligned with Caesar in the past were torn apart and reduced to slaves. Prove it, and I'll back you.
What would convince Jack and Diane to support me?
You'd have to talk to them, but those two have been thick as thieves since they were kids. Convince one, and the other will come around.
What about Melissa?
Ah, Melissa. She's a bit of a dreamer. Last time she was in camp, Carl filled her head with stories of serving the Legion as a speculatore. Personally, I've never seen a woman in Legionnaire's armor, so I have my doubts.
Okay, I'll see what I can do to convince everyone.
Good. Oh, one more thing. Caesar's representative, Carl, has become fast friends with Papa. Carl's the one who has him so fixated on this alliance. You'll probably have an easier time of things if you can find a way to get him out of the picture.
How would I do that?
Carl talks prettily about the honor and nobility of the great Khans, but I suspect his actual opinion is less flattering. Maybe you could find something he wrote that expresses that opinion, or trick him into losing his cool in the longhouse right in front of Papa.
I'll keep that in mind.
I would too, if I were you.
That's why I stole that book. Anyway, let's go to the drug lab. So here we have Diane and Jack. Hey, Captain Jack.
Whoa, new guy.
I'm here to ask you to publicly oppose Papa Khan's alliance with Caesar.
Huh? Look, man, me and Diane, we don't dig on that politics stuff, savvy? We just make the product and make it get to a good home. Sure, Caesar's a drag, but as long as we've got each other, we don't care who the top dogs roll with.
But you won't have each other. The Legion will kill you and sell Diane into slavery as a prostitute.
Dude, what a total haul. No way that's Kopashishi. Yeah, okay. Me and Diane got your back. No sweat.
Is it Diana or Diane? Diane. What is it you do here?
Do? We don't, like, do anything. We make the magic happen.
Oh, this is where the magic happens? What's the magic?
We make the happy stuff. What do you need? Jet, Psycho, a little Med-X to ease the pain?
You a drug dealer?
Nah, man, more like drug suppliers. Yeah. Other folks sell them. Diane's mostly in charge of that.
Is it Diane or Diana? How did you get into this business?
Guess I just had a natural talent for it. When I was a kid, these cats called the Followers of the Apocalypse came to our camp. They knew all kinds of kooky, scientistical stuff, so I ate up all the chemistry they could teach. Diane had to head for business, so we teamed up.
Who's Diane?
Diane's my girl, man. We've been taking care of each other our whole lives, ever since our folks died. Now we keep the Khans and Caps together.
Tell me a little about the Great Khans.
They're family, you dig? They've always looked out for us, made sure we had something to eat and a place to crash. Papa may look like a big angry bear, but he's a softy at heart. Regis is cool, scary, but cool. The rest are all pretty groovy, even little Jerry.
Who's Jerry?
The other dudes call him Jerry the Punk. That's kinda harsh, though. I think he's just a sensitive soul that needs some love. He's usually down around the proving ground if you want to say yo.
You've got an impressive setup here. Have you considered making more helpful camps?
What do you mean, helpful? My stuff already makes people feel groo-delicious.
But think of all the people who also overdose on Jet and Psycho. It's bad for your karma.
Oh, you're right. I should start a side project making meds to keep my aura clean.
Thank you. How's the medical work going?
Already on it. I whipped up a few stim packs already. But if you've got any more recipes, I'll take them.
I don't know. What do you have for sale?
Oh, you're buying. Cool.
Okay. I don't need your stuff. Good. Goodbye.
Take it easy, dude.
So, he's on our side, that means she's on our side too. We could talk to her though. Hi.
You're not one of my regulars. What do you want?
So, about the alliance with Caesar's Legion.
Don't worry, Jack and I have talked it over. We'll talk up the idea of breaking the alliance.
What is it you do here?
We keep the Great Khans from falling apart, essentially. Jack manufactures the chems. I organize the runners and the shipments.
So you're drug dealers.
We're supplying things people want in exchange for things our tribe needs. Don't judge us.
What do you sell to? Nah, let's not go there. I don't want to get that quest. That would just fuck NCR up. Good to know. I've got some other questions.
Like what?
Have you started making meds yet?
Yeah, you made a pretty good argument. We'll keep it small for now, but if it turns a profit, we might expand.
Good. Tell me a little about the Great Khans.
I'll spare you the history lesson. Talk to Papa Khan if you want to hear that story. Things have been rough for a while now. Even with Jack working all the time and my runners making deliveries daily, we're barely getting by. Maybe this alliance with Caesar will help, but I don't know.
Why are things so tough?
Red Rock Canyon isn't exactly the most hospitable place. There's no food, barely any water, and nothing anybody wants. We used to send patrols out to acquire supplies, but ever since Bitter Springs, there just aren't enough of us left.
Let's talk about something else.
Sure. What do you want to know?
What do you think about Caesar?
Well, it's not like I'm super attached to working with Caesar or anything. But if it'll stop his patrols from harassing my runners, I'm all for it. Papa hasn't steered us wrong yet.
What do you have for sale?
Jack handles the small-time purchases. You should talk to him unless you're looking for a major shipment.
Okay, I'll do that.
Anything else?
I guess not.
Later.
Okay, so we have convinced them. Yay. Let's go to... the makeshift Great Khan camp. Ah! Great, they poisoned me. All because I'm hitting the wrong button. So we have to get over there. Apparently I'm hungry and thirsty. Come on, you can do it. No, you can't. That's not the way up. For fuck's sake. No. I wish I had a jetpack. This looks like their nest. We're not getting up here. This leads nowhere. I guess that was just the wrong waypoint. Yes. Hi.
How's it going?
Rekka says I should talk to you about speaking against the Great Khan's alliance with Caesar.
You can ask, but why would I do that? Cal told me all about the life in the Legion. He says I've got all the makings of a speculatory.
Did he also tell you women aren't permitted to serve in the Legion?
What? No, he... What do you mean aren't allowed to serve? Why would he lie about that?
If the Great Khans join the Legion, you'll be sold as a slave. An officer's wife if you're lucky.
That lying little weasel. I almost fell for it too. Alright, you've got a deal. You can tell Papa I won't support an alliance.
I need to get going.
Bye.
Okay, let's go back. And here we are.
More of my advisors are starting to talk openly of breaking our alliance. I wonder where that idea is coming from.
You should look at this. It's Carl's journal and it's very revealing of his true opinions.
Let me see that. Filthy savages. Probably have to decimate the lot of them. Are these the words of our friend, Caesar?
Great Khans, drive Caesar's dog out of our camp. If he's too slow to flee, kill him.
And now what?
Watch out. You like that?
Well, I guess he's dead.
All 4 of my most trusted advisors have told me we should break our alliance. Maybe I should hear you out after all.
I've come to ask the Great Khans to break their alliance with Caesar's legion.
I've heard some things from my most trusted Khans that makes me wonder whether this alliance is a good idea after all. But I want to leave a legacy of greatness when I die. My tribe deserves better than this, cowering in a canyon and living on scraps. Tell me then, if I don't join with Caesar's legion, where will I find my tribe's lost glory?
Okay. You don't need to look outward, mighty Khan. Your tribe is proud and strong. Claim your own glory.
Well spoken, traveler. Well spoken indeed. Perhaps it's time to find our own destiny, unburdened by the past. We'll begin readying the camp to move. As soon as Caesar makes his move, we'll depart. We will make ourselves strong again, and we shall conquer.
Oh. Now that we've got that out of the way, I don't suppose you'd consider joining the NCR instead.
You've helped me see Caesar for what he is, and I thank you for that. But if you suggest that again, I will have your head.
Just asking. Good luck on your migration.
If you should ever tire of wandering alone, seek us out. You might just have the makings of a great Khan yourself.
Okay.
You honor the great Khans with your presence. What can I do to help you?
The Great Khans have been destroyed. Wait, what else did we have?
More of my advisors.
Yes.
Hey! You like that?
Well, that's that. Okay, let's try something
All
else.
4 of my most...
Any idea where I might look to find such inspiration from the past?
The followers of the Apocalypse keep many records of the past. It's been a long time since we associated with them, but they might have something. Until you do find me something, though, know that I still plan to lead the Great Khans to fight for Caesar.
Okay. Just for shits and giggles, let's talk to them. I don't really know where that leads to. Let's see. Yeah, we're getting a present again.
Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around here, right? The king says to keep up the good work. He said to give you this.
A squirrel on a stick. Well, well, well. Ah, the ensign is on the other side. Old Las Vegas Mormon State Historic Park. You're the head honcho, right?
So the great Caesar is dead. Happy news, but I don't know that it'll make things safer. The rest of his goons may be even worse once they take power.
I killed him too. I'm looking for something that could inspire the great Khans. Know of anything like that?
The great Khans. Oh, you mean those raiders that used to clash with the Vegas tribes? Yes, some years back we taught them reading, writing, basic science. We hoped they would use it to make medical supplies, but they turned to drugs. I was never much involved in the cultural side of that project, but Ezekiel was.
Who is Ezekiel?
He's a member of the followers like myself, but his particular field is pre-war history and tribal culture. I do recall him being fascinated by the Khans. He kept going on about parallels to some ancient historical empire or another.
Where can I find this Ezekiel?
He rarely stops in here these days. You do best to look for him out in the wastes east of New Vegas. He's always looking for new tribes to study.
On second thought, never mind.
Was there something else you needed?
Oh, I guess I know where this leads to now. Just the thing that you could persuade them in two ways, and I think you can do it with two books as well. Let's look for Ezekiel. If you can't get the checks to work, you can take the books too. Yes, you're Ezekiel. It's strange how my Pip-Boy finds everyone in the wasteland, eh?
You look like someone with a question. What can I do for you?
Julia Farker said you might know something about the Great Khans.
Oh my, yes. They're a fascinating tribe with a long and unfortunately tragic history. Their original incarnation, much farther out west, was almost completely wiped out by one of those itinerant heroes so common in the post-war years. Then, of course, the new Khans suffered a similar fate. Some say at the hands of the same hero, though of course the dates are all wrong for that.
Yeah, Fallout 1 and 2, right? This is fascinating. Please continue.
Well, after they migrated to the Mojave, we established relations with them, but that soured when all they wanted was to make drugs. The NCR eventually took them down quite a bit, but the really fascinating thing about them is the origin of their culture as a whole. You see...
Mongols. I'd love to hear your dissertation, but I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Oh, of course. I'm sorry. I do tend to get wrapped up in my own theories and forget that not everyone finds them as fascinating as I do. Here, I salvaged this book from an old library. It's a history of people called the Mongols. I think that's what the Khans built their culture on. You should read it. It's fascinating stuff.
Okay, let's take a look at that. It's data. Miscellaneous. Or maybe not. Pretty Horses, a history of the Mongol Empire. Oh, okay. But I can't read it. Apparently not. Okay, let's go back.
Those black armored devils might be new.
It's always a pleasure to see you around the camp.
Ah, okay. So it amounts to the same. You could either build them up or destroy them. let's see what destroying them leads to. So it doesn't make a difference whether you
you're
you either get the book, or you take the speech checks. What great legacy do the great Khans have? Your tribe is nothing but ghosts and martyrs.
I should have you torn apart for speaking like that. But maybe you're right. The glory of the past is an empty dream. If the Khans are to be immortal, we must make our own destiny. We won't fight for Caesar, but when he strikes, we will ride out one last time.
Hey, as long as you aren't fighting for Caesar, I don't care what you do.
Whatever your motivation was, I think we owe you a debt.
Call the rest.
Okay. Although, truth be told, I don't know, making them... I mean, they don't seem that bad.
Huh?
Making them kill themselves... No, I don't like that. And he didn't really say that he would fight Caesar's legion. He just said he didn't want to fight for Caesar's legion.
Ah, you're back. What else do you need?
Okay, have a look at this book. If you want to see what your tribe could be, read about the Mongol Empire.
This is exactly the kind of symbol the Khans could unite behind. We'll begin readying the camp to move. As soon as Caesar makes his move, we'll depart. We will make ourselves strong again, and we shall conquer.
That sounds wise. I wish you the best.
If you should ever tire of wandering alone, seek us out. You might just have the makings of a great Khan yourself.
Okay, so are different ways of achieving that.
Huh?
Although letting them loose on the world may also not be the best idea, but then again, they have been kicked so many times, I don't think they're much of a threat anyway. Okay, let's go back to quests. I wish I had that. God damn it! Why don't I get the waypoint for Hoover Dam? Okay. No. How did I get to the last time? There was this road that I followed. Did I come from somewhere else? Did I come from that? I came from that. Ranger Station Delta.
Hello.
Yes, and then that road here. Yes, much better. Hoover Dam. Thought for a moment there was a mine lying. No, thought there was a ranger or a sniper on top of that wall. Oh, hi.
President Kimball is going to arrive pretty soon to give his speech and meet that wounded soldier.
Which wounded soldier? Okay, we will talk to the colonel in the next video, and I will try to get that waypoint in the next video to make navigating a little more easier. So, thanks for watching, and see you soon. Bye.